Good morning, welcome back to A to Z Gardening. I'm inside here. It's getting to be kind of what we'll call late season in Erie, Pennsylvania for growing. So I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about fertilization. If you're growing in a container or even in the ground, there is a little bit of a shift in gears from fertilization this time of year. If you have a hanging basket or a potted tomato even on the patio, on the garden, you might want to switch to something that's not so heavy in nitrogen and a little bit more heavy in phosphorus. So if you're growing peppers in the garden or in the patio, you might want to go to the blossom booster as opposed to a higher nitrogen fertilizer. The first number in fertilizer is the nitrogen. That's responsible for pushing green growth instead of fruit. And let's face it, this time of year we want to see the yields in our garden. We want to see big giant peppers, not a large aggressive green bush. So we might want to switch gears to that blossom booster instead of the leafy green, that first number of nitrogen. Now, if you're going to use a cascading variety or a granular variety of synthetic fertilizer like we have here, consider moving to the 5-10-5 or the 5-10-10. A little lower first number, a little higher middle number, pushing what we are all looking for right now, which is fruits. If we're going to switch to changing fertilizer in our lawn area, first thing I have for you is make sure this time of year we're getting ample moisture. If you haven't got a good long rain or a good irrigation or sprinkle on your lawn, be very careful what you apply to the lawn, whether it be fertilizer or whether it be lawn weed killer. That may burn with the lack of the moisture in the soil. So make sure you give it a nice long water or do some of this applicating after the lawn has started to green again if we're seeing some drought situations. What the difference in the type of feed is, I really like this time of year adding some iron. Iron gives it that dark, lush, green look that you want to see out of your lawn, not that light colored green that may be lacking a little bit in iron. So we have the synthetic variety here, that's the Green Max, that's going to be a little bit heavier nitrogen charge. Again, make sure the more nitrogen, the more moisture you apply. Or we can go to an organic variety called Malorgranite. Here, the Malorgranite here has a much lower number, 6 in nitrogen as opposed to 29. That's going to be a much slower acting, but it also is a long acting, very long-term installation of iron, making it that dark green lush growth. You can apply this at about 32 pounds of fertilizer per 2,500 square feet, and you can apply it a little closer together and a little bit more frequently, as it doesn't have that burning character that a synthetic will. A little longer to take action, but a little bit easier in the fact that you don't have to worry about striping and burning. Malorgranite over the last few years has really got a lot of energy, a lot of social awareness into your lawn fertilizing. It's a byproduct of the Milwaukee water treatment plant, so it's actually using elements that we're using from our waste. Any questions about fertilizing your peppers, your tomatoes, or your lawn, feel free to contact any of us professionals here at Stan's.